If you are borrowing from 3D for your pose, I'm just really going to quickly go over the process of how you might engage with that. So I've just gone on here, I've grabbed this Atlas study pose and downloaded it. So now I'm just going to import that. So it was an OBJ file. I've copied the address, and here we have our atlas.obj. Now I'm going to delete the cube out, and you'll see exactly what we get. Very simple, but this is super handy. And actually, the low polygon count is going to be great because it will force me to have to work on the model. And I think that's very important when you're doing this. The farther you transform it, oftentimes, the better your work will be. Of course, there are limits on that, but I definitely recommend just taking the broad strokes of the sculpture. So for here, for example, I would even begin by remeshing this to begin. And it's okay even if it lowers the resolution. One thing you might do, if for example, I really want the hands and the feet to retain this kind of level of detail, what I'll do is I will make a copy of this original object. And so to make a copy, you press Shift D, and that will make a duplicate. And so on this duplicate, I will use the remesh modifier, and of course I can decrease the voxel scale, and that will get closer and closer to that original at the cost of much more polygons. And another thing I can do here is, now I was just watching as I'm clicking down the voxel size for how articulated these fingers are, and this is actually pretty decent. The polygon count is much higher, but it's still reasonable, and so I'll actually apply this. So we have the original here, unmodified, and then our modified version. And here, if you want to go directly into sculpting, of course you can, but I will probably be doing some kit bashing with this now.